we're back. Obviously, today we are going to go for attempt number 2 at this gigantic map. Last episode I drove over 50 miles on this road just to find out that it ends. But this time we have a few routes to choose from that I have discovered. And after this little time lapse, I will tell you what they are. First turn we can take is on this road. We turned left last time, so we will go right instead. And as I start, I want to mention that I've upgraded our vehicle, gave it more power, and we're also on 1,934 miles. As I started driving, I stumbled upon a twisty road with barriers either side of it. I could also make out something in the distance. I thought, well, is it town? Is it a building? Maybe another road? A bridge? I had absolutely no idea. So I just kept on driving. I got closer and closer and closer to it, and I could just work out what it was, and it looked exactly like a town. And then, once I came up to it, I realised, yes, it was a town, which I didn't expect this far out, but they still were around. I was right. I had absolutely no idea what this place is called or why it's here. But I have found it. However, we cannot be looking at a town all day. So I'm going to finish up this scene and then we're going to go back into the car and continue adventuring. The next route is down the other side of this highway. I had noticed it when I was driving to the spot where I set off from in the first place. However, this road was very short-lived. It only went on for about 10 miles or so. After crashing terribly and then also terribly cutting out the scene where I crashed terribly, I found a cool looking bridge, although it was kind of short-lived. Once I got to the side of the bridge, not so long afterwards, I found out that it takes me straight back to the motorway where the start of the map is. Yeah, which means I only have one more route left. After a large brainwave, I went over to this particular path where it points to the direction of a village very, very far away called the Farlands. So I put a bit more modifications on the car and began the long journey. After 50 miles on this road, I arrived at the Farlands village. Once I arrived, I realised I was so far away from spawn that my game was shaking. And when I checked the map, I realised I hadn't actually gone that far, and that there was another town far, far away to discover. But how? Well, that's for another time. So I'll see you in the next video.